Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of Let's Play Republic the Revolution. Hopefully this shall be the very last episode set in the town of Ekaterine. We are making preparations to leave this town for good, to leave it behind us. And all that's left for us to do is to destroy the socialists, to thwart their attempts at gaining superiority. I apologize if I'm speaking too slowly. I'm honestly feeling a bit uninspired right now, but I am nonetheless going to try my best to change this. Ilyin Radetzky is continuing to evangelize in Morozov Manor, which does not bode well for our movement. We must destroy his resolve utterly, with help from our dear comrade Eduard Berezi. And in the meantime, we also need to keep the resolve of comrade Yosef Nazarov as high as possible. We shall also take decisive action to secure our control of Prokofiev Plaza and Lizitsky Towers once again. Our activities are all falling into line, and I'm very glad about it. It's hard to think that about 2 or 3 episodes ago, our movement was on the verge of falling apart. And that now, on the other hand, we have regained our superiority, and we are working decisively to take over the Ekaterine town centre, and thus to solidify our position in this town permanently. The power rankings are in once again. We are cruising ahead of the Union of Socialist Workers. We have gained another 100 more points, and for the first time we control more than 50% of the city. Our prospects are amazing, to put it quite simply and clearly. The socialists are being left behind, just as I planned. And even better than that, the town centre is now ours. So it appears that the mayor is not willing to meet with us. We need to become more important. We need to be counted as a major player. We need to take over 6 districts. At the moment we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 districts. All we have to do is consolidate our control over them. Wait, 8 districts, god damn it. Alright, we can do 8 districts as well. We already have 60% support in 5 of them. And now we shall make a grand push to take over the rest. And thus we shall dispatch our comrades to strike back in every way, shape and form against the socialists. The socialist movement in Ekaterine is on its deathbed. We are making the necessary moves to strike at its heart, to break it decisively, to end its domination over this town. And this will be done very quickly. It shall take only a few more days until Ekaterine is decisively ours, and we'll be able to finally meet with Mr. Mayor Ivan Livingston. We shall hold a second rally in Morozov Manor. This way, we shall have the city under our control in practically every single district. The two quick successive rallies in Voronezh Fields and Morozov Manor shall guarantee this. And hopefully the Constantino cartel shall stay out of our way throughout. We shall continue at the very same time our efforts to break the Union of Socialist Workers. We shall take away their support bases and make ourselves heard. We shall make our newfound influence felt across the town. And this is no exaggeration. We have regained Voronezh Fields for our movement through that one rally. This is a very good sign. After this we shall continue pressing onwards to Morozov Manor. Now let's see what the headlines say about us. More complaints about our graffiti campaign. Well, that's fine by me. I honestly do not give a damn. Not a single one. And I shall continue as usual. Because we are on the verge of an imminent great victory, a glorious victory against the Union of Socialist Workers. Ilyin Radetzky is on the verge of leaving their movement, while we are on the verge of taking away some of their heartlands, the support bases from which they originally attacked us. We are going to transform these into revolutionary base areas of our own. And no movement will be able to stop us. It appears that Moritz Kalmakov might have just rejoined the Church of Novi Strana. So we'd better get ready for a flurry of negative articles against us. Not that it's anything to worry about. We are going to go after him once again. Because this son of a bitch has not learned his lesson. I'm going to send Joseph Nazarov out to find Kalmakov and perhaps to nail his head to the door of his house. Because he has gotten beyond himself. He has gotten too big for his boots, and I know that the second he gets access to a pen and paper, he's going to start slandering the NPRM once again. And I cannot allow such a calamitous event to take place once more. The last time he led with those articles, our movement almost fell apart. But I won't allow that to happen this time. I will not allow these rascals, these dogs, these sorry excuses for human beings any leeway whatsoever. Now I'm just wondering what activities we should carry out. We are witnessing, of course, Mr. Oleg Baturin giving one of his rousing speeches, but that's not what we came here for. I need to dispatch him to break the resolve of our enemies. to stop them from taking over. Which is why we shall move against the Union of Socialist Workers. As well as the Church of Novistrana. We shall not allow them to gain any more ground. We shall carry out our investigations and strengthen our support at all costs. Not a single dull moment shall be had as we take the fight to the Socialists. As we chip away at their will to go on. Our movement is finally beginning to gain traction once more. We have great success, and we actually have a surplus of points. Or at least so it appears to me. And this is very, very welcome. And so we shall dispatch Comrade Nazarov to take over the Shubno Industrial Estate for us. We are putting the socialist movement out of its misery. We are going to show the people, the working class of Ekaterine, that the future is with the NPRM. And this shall be made awfully clear. Since we currently control 7 of the 8 necessary districts. And we are on the verge of having an audience with the mayor of Ekaterine. To be honest, I was hoping by now to have done more, to have left this city behind me. But nonetheless, I am happy with our steady pace of progress. We are keeping our banner up high, and we are fighting for what we believe in. Although we've compromised our principles here and there, it matters little. What matters is that we have struck. And now I am going to strengthen one of these anti-socialist actions by revealing their misdemeanors, their bad deeds, by revealing all that they have done against the popular masses. Boosted by our discovery of their graffiti. I only recently found in the game manual that it's possible to strengthen your actions by finding the negative ones committed by the enemy. But I'm going to take full advantage of that now that I am conscious of the fact. Now that I'm aware of what is going on. At the very same time, we shall work to chip away the resolve of Moritz Kalmakov once again. This time through framing him in newspaper articles. We'll beat him at his own game. Since for now, we no longer need to resort to force. We are successful in our objectives. The Shubno Industrial Estate is ours. Now let's see what's being said. I am now allowed to meet with the mayor. This is very, very good, if you ask me. So let's liaise with Ivan Livingstone. We have the option of Ekaterine's finest benches. All 16 of the town centre's benches are viable venues. I shall be going for one with a higher level of secrecy. And I'll set a reminder so that I can use my oratory skills to charm the mayor, and thus to strengthen our position in the city and to set the foundation for us leaving Ekaterine behind us for now and forever. I honestly cannot wait. In the meantime, we have come across more socialist graffiti. But we shall act upon that later. First, we shall have a friendly little meeting with the mayor of Ekaterine on this lovely park bench. We shall hammer out the general course which shall be taken. And if all goes well, we should be able to make him sympathetic to the goals of the NPRM. If not, we'll just give him a small gift, quote unquote. Now let's see, do we know how to shake his hand? Nope, it's not even necessary. For a second I thought we might have given him a high five. But luckily, we aren't that stupid. At least I amn't that stupid. We'll go with the same tactics as always. Although we seem to have far fewer points than usual. Perhaps we aren't ready for this meeting, I fear. So let's see what we can do. We'll talk him into supporting our movement. And I know that by the end of this meeting, he will be a sympathizer of the NPRM. Whether he likes it or not. Though this will be a challenging conversation. He might even come out on top, I fear. Now we shall see if we can prevail, if we can take over in the conversation, lead ourselves to a better position, play to Mr. Livingstone's ego, and get him on board. We are on the verge of what will either be a great success or a catastrophe. Fortunately, it was a great success. He was only 2 points away from defeating me, and I beat him by 1 point. It is a very close one, and it was a very fortunate victory. I am very glad about it. We've got the mayor on board. Perhaps he shall grant us a venue and the necessary funds to hold one great rally for the NPRM. To show the people of Ekaterine that we care for them, that we are fighting for them and for their compatriots across the nation. That we are not being supported from abroad, that we are a completely local, national, patriotic, democratic movement. With this meeting over, all shall be well. 2 fraternal kisses and a hug to the mayor of Ekaterine. Everything is going to go swimmingly. We now have access to the town hall. So I just need to organize a rally outside the town hall. In the meantime, it appears that the Mafia and the Socialists have locked each other into a death struggle. Which is very fortunate for me. Because it means that I can take full advantage of this all and that so we can put an end to the actions of the opposition, to the actions of the Socialists, of the cartel, and all others. Now I believe that this location is the town hall, although I am unsure. Either ways, I believe that we have achieved enough great victories for one episode. We have successfully kicked the Socialists out of the Shubno Industrial Estate. We have made ourselves the most powerful movement in Ekaterine by far. Now all we have to do is organize one great rally to rouse the masses to our side. Once that is done, Ekaterine shall be ours. This, however, shall be left for the very next installment of Let's Play Republic the Revolution. If you enjoy the series, do not forget to leave a like and a comment and to subscribe to my channel. I have been the Nerd Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for today.